A high-stakes meeting, but the expectations were low. America's top diplomat was in the West Bank calling for calm following a surge in violence. Antony Blinken began his remarks with condolences for innocent Palestinian lives lost. And while he called for a de-escalation, he evoked the question of equal rights.
It's also important to continue to strive not only for reducing violence, but ensuring that ultimately Israelis and Palestinians alike enjoy the same rights, the same opportunities. What we're seeing now for Palestinians is a shrinking horizon of hope, not an expanding one.
The U.S. Secretary of State's trip to the region comes at a particularly volatile time. Last week, the Israeli military carried out its deadliest West Bank raid in 2 decades, killing 10 Palestinians in Jenin. The next day, a Palestinian killed 7 people outside a synagogue in East Jerusalem. An escalation Palestinian officials say is Israel's fault.
We affirm that the Israeli government is responsible for what is happening these days, because its practices undermine the two-state solution and violate signed agreements, and because of the lack of international efforts to dismantle the occupation and the settlement regimes, and the failure to recognize the Palestinian state and its full membership in the United Nations.
Antony Blinken used his final press conference to reiterate the U.S.'s commitment to a two-state solution and its opposition to settlement expansion. But Washington is likely to face challenges influencing the current Israeli leadership, with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu allying himself with ultra-nationalists and religious conservatives who have no desire to see the creation of a Palestinian state.